guys, Terry here. So glad you chose to watch my tutorials. Thank you so much. I'm going to have a lot of fun showing you some stuff. Hopefully I'll learn things, you'll learn things. It'll be a great experience. Alright, so without further ado, in this video, I'm going to show you how to import an asset sheet, how to maybe even create your own asset sheet, and how to turn the asset sprite sheet into individual animations for your character so that we can move around the screen and do neat little cool things. So we're going to use this free sprite sheet called Night Sprite Sheet free off the Unity Asset Store. Please head over there and import that into your project, or alternatively, if you look down below, there's a link to GitHub, and in that link this asset will already be there with a setup project for you to get going with. Alright. It's beautiful. Go ahead and look at Ken Young, or Ken, yeah, look at Ken's stuff. Great artist. Okay, so we're going to go Window, well, I've already imported it, but you go Window, Asset Store, My Assets, Import. I'm not going to show you how to do it, guys, but if you can't figure it out, just hit me up on Discord and I will gladly show you how to do it. Now, the problem with Ken's art, the only problem is, he gives us every individual sprite as one image. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I click on this and I go in the Sprite Editor, it's just one image. That's fine and that's dandy, but I'm going to show you how I prefer to do things. So head over to GIMP or Photoshop, whatever you use. I have taken every individual image and I have put them into a sprite sheet for you, and I've organized them by what Ken set up for his animations. For instance, this is death. Down here, this is walk. I'm going to walk you through all this. Well, not how to set this up, because you can download this, or you can get a different character. You don't have to use the character we're using in this game. You can make your own game. It's on you. But this is available on GitHub for you, and you'll probably need it. Alright, now, you take that sprite sheet. Well, first of all, go ahead and keep the Night Files folder in your project. We're going to need it later. But we're going to make two new folders. Create folder. And we're going to call one Animations. Okay. And we're going to call the other one Sprites. Sprites will work. Alright. Now please open the Sprites folder and drag in that sprite sheet that's on GitHub for you. And when you drag it in, it's called Reb Raw for Rebellion Raw, because I'm calling the name of this game Rebellion. It's pretty neat. Anyways, what I'd like you to do is do a couple settings on the raw so we don't have to change it on every single image. So go ahead and change the raw to a multiple and just hit apply. Alright. Now what we're going to do is duplicate raw. Apparently you can right click and duplicate, but I just highlight and hit the control key and D. And that gives us RebRaw1. Now we're going to rename RebRaw1. I wish you could do it up here, Unity. Come on. Come on now, get with it. But we're going to hit rename, and we're going to call this, I like to do reb and underscore. For every game I do like an abbreviation and underscore, just so I know what's what. You'll learn your own naming convention that you prefer, but this is what I prefer. So I'm going to do Reb Walk. Well, yeah, we'll do Walk. Actually, let's do Idle. I'll show you how to do Idle, and you can do all the rest yourself. So we'll do Reb Idle. Okay. Now what we're going to do is click on Reb Idle, and we already made it a multiple, thank goodness. We're going to hit Sprite Editor. Now what we're going to do first of all is, actually, let's just back up a step. We're going to do one more thing before we do Reb Raw. Please forgive me, but this is going to make your life a lot easier. So take Reb Raw, it's already a multiple, open that in your Sprite Editor, and we're going to go ahead and slice this so we don't have to keep slicing it every time. So just hit slice, and just leave it all default, and hit slice. And then we're done, so click down here. Now you'll notice if you click on each picture, it now has its own sprite in the sprite sheet. And that's beautiful. And for raw, we want to keep all of them like this. And that's fine, so hit apply. Sorry about the mess up earlier. Alright, we're going to close out of this. And now we're going to duplicate this. Boop. There we go. Now we're going to rename RebRaw1 to Reb Idle. Okay? And then what we're going to do, this is so super easy, guys, and if you ever get a whole sprite sheet, you can do this for any sprite sheet. And I really enjoy doing it this way versus making multiple sprite sheets in GIMP. Oh my goodness, okay? So go to Sprite Editor, open it up. Now, we're only going to do idle. So this is the idle animation right here. But you know, everything else is still selected, so we're going to just click on every one and hit the delete key. Delete, delete. And see, if you click on there again, there's nothing there. Okay? Now, the only ones we're not going to delete are the idle animations. So, if you're not sure which ones are idle and whatnot, if you go back to the link for Ken on the asset store, he does show you which animations that he intended to be used. But, you know, you can use any animations. If you want your idle to be this guy swinging his sword over and over, then by all means, make that your idle animation. Now, you are going to have to do this for every single animation that you want. And, you know, 6 one, half dozen the other, it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of work to make a new sprite sheet in Photoshop or GIMP every single time. I find this to be easier, faster, and it really improves my workflow. Now, if you look, the only ones that are selected, if you click around, are the idles. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images for idle. Go ahead and click apply. Alright, close out of here. Now, if you look on the idle, see, we only have the idle images, but yet if you expand on the raw, we have every image. Okay? And that's beautiful. Now, I'll do one more with you, just so you get the gist of it, and then I'm going to edit the video. I can do that now. And I'll meet you back when we're all done. So let's just go ahead and do Rev Raw again. Oh, goodness. Add a duplicate to the menu, Unity. Hit Control D. Now, once again, we have a Rev Raw 1, and we're going to rename that to, let's say, Rev Walk. Okay? Bam. Now, just like before, we're going to click on Rev Walk, and we're going to click on the Sprite Editor, and we're going to go through and remove every sprite that's not the walk animation. So, I'm going to try some... No, I'm not. I was going to say maybe I could drag and drop and select multiple, but I don't want to mess up and make another giant, you know, sprite or something. So, there probably is a way to select multiple of these at once. I just don't know how. I don't know everything, believe it or not. I wish I did. You know. Let's see. Yep, keep going. And I know I missed a layer above this one. I will grab it. I hear you screaming at me through time and space. Alright, there we go. Alright, then this is walk right here. So we'll go here and take these out. And you know, we're going to make sure we're right, but there we go. Now we only have walk in these selected animations or sprites, so we hit apply. And what we're doing basically, guys, is just making a different sprite sheet for every animation. However, I find this way to be extremely easy. And see, we have all the walk animations selected. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, guys, and I would like you to please go through and make all the other animations that you need for your game. I'm also going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to make you watch me do it. And I will catch you back here in just a few minutes when we're both done. Okay, guys, how did that go for you? Did it go pretty easy? For me, I only did like 1 or 2 more because I'm not going to need them until later on. But hey, I'm a slacker. So, the status of mine is that I have Rev Idle, Rev Jump, and I have Rev Walk. And that's all I did. Hopefully you did more, you know. And like I said, if you have a hard time figuring out which animations go to which, you can go to the Unity store page and check it out. I also want to show you one more thing. So let's open up Rev Jump, for example, and I want to show you a neat trick in case you forget a sprite and you're having a hard time finding it. So while you're in here, if you hit the control key, see how it draws a box around every image that's selected? See, boop, 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 boop. So that way you can tell if you missed one or not. And then also, if this box is over your sprite sheet and you're cursing at Unity, hold down the Alt key and then click and drag, and you can move this around, or you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay? And again, Control shows you what's selected and what's not. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to make 2 animations in Unity, okay, with sprites. And after I show you those 2, we're going to pause the video and give you a chance to make them on your own. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to pause the video. We're just going to proceed, and I'll make the rest off camera. So what we're going to do is grab, say, Reb Idle, because we're going to use that one right away. And we're going to drag it in. And now it's saying it wants to create a new animation. You see how easy that was? All right. Okay, and then we're going to name it. So we're going to call this, what do you think we'll call it? I think Reb Idle is a great name because that's what it is. Okay, perfect. We're going to save that. And if you look over in the animations folder, we now have a Reb Idle animation with a Reb Raw 11 animation controller. I don't really care for that, but it is what it is. So we can rename it later. Anyways, I just want to show you one more thing here. So let's zoom in. Let's click on this so we can move him over by the camera. Okay. And I'm already zoomed in pretty far using the scale tool here. And if you don't have your image directly in front of the little camera, when you zoom in, he's going to be over here. Anyways, we're going to zoom in. Now, because we've named a new animation and we've called it Reb Idle, okay, and we've drug it into here, we can hit play and see the animation. Come on. And see, it's that easy. That's our idle animation. Now, let's just say that you don't want it to move so fast. You want to slow it down, speed it up, you know, whatever. So what you do is you click on this gentleman right here, which is the, you know, animation, and then you go Window, and you go Animation, Animation. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and dock this so that you can see everything else. I can kind of explain it some. We'll put it right up here. Alright, now, this right here is your animation for idle. Okay? And it plays in, I think that's 5/100ths of a second. Now let's just say you want that to play slower or faster. Click in here. I hit Control-A to select all. Very easy. And you just drag this out as far as you want. And now we're at a minute 8, or I'm sorry, however that works out. Maybe that's a second and 8/100ths of a second. I think that's what that is. Okay. Hit play. And you'll notice when it plays, come on. Oh, there we go. You will notice that he's animated much, much slower. Okay? Now, if you don't like what just happened, then of course you can go Window, Animation, Animation, and you can hit Control-Z. That resets it back to where it was before. And of course, if we hit play, he moves faster. Alright? Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and take this out of here. Close tab. And let's make, say, the walk animation. So we're going to get rid of this one. Delete. And then I'm going to delete that too. Just because I can. Okay. There we go. Ooh, it looks better. Alright. Then we're going to go back into sprites. And we're going to take... oh, we didn't do... Yeah, we did walk. We're going to drag Reb Walk in here. And it's just the same thing. Basically, I know this is tedious, but you're making all the animations for your game right now. And you're adjusting speed, getting everything how you want it. And, you know, that it has to happen. So the video is starting to drag on. And so we're probably going to end it here. And I appreciate you guys watching. I want you to please go through. I'll do the same thing off camera. Set up all your animations and all your sprites the way you want them. Set the speeds. Get all that going, because when I come back for tutorial 2, I'm going to have all the animations done, and we're going to start coding so you can move your character across the screen, play the animations, attack, jump, etc., etc. Alright guys, I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.